Hello, good afternoon, guys. This is Aaron Shavers here. I'm doing my Module 3 takeaways here. My first takeaway was on the Higher Education Chapter 6, where the author pointed out that nearly half of new graduates have a hard time finding employment. I think it's very astounding and very scary that can happen to someone. I mean, it definitely happened to me as well, so I can definitely relate to it, where it took me about 6 months to find my first job, and then that led to me being kind of underemployed for the first couple months of my graduate career, but I was able to kind of overcome that over time. So I think it's very important to kind of realize that a bachelor's degree isn't always the end all be all for getting a great job. I need better skill sets and things like that. My next takeaway was College Unbound Chapter 9 on page 153, where Salingo pointed out that public schools do a great job of teaching students how to take a test or how to pass a test, but then students are kind of unfamiliar with what they actually learn. And I think it's very similar to students take a standardized test such as the ACT, the SAT, and learn how to pass the test, but not necessarily being able to tell you what they exactly learned. And so it happened to me as well. I took GRE for grad school, and I took tell you how I passed tests, but I couldn't tell you exactly how or what exactly I learned over the process of kind of doing that. And my last takeaway as well was this link on page 153 in the Unbound book as well. We mentioned that most grad students at a university, or undergrad students, sorry, at the University of Duke, most of those have to students study abroad. I think it's kind of astounding that the number is that huge and that big. I never studied abroad when I was in undergrad, but I think it's something if I can go back in time and do that. Being able to kind of just like learn in a different culture, different environment, and different education system, be able to kind of pick up different things over the course of time, I think it would be very fulfilling for me to kind of learn a different culture. But this kind of, once again, the University of Duke, 50% of students who are undergrads study abroad in some capacity, which I think is very, very, very good. It's very positive. I think the numbers here at other universities are much, much lower, and I feel something that we need to kind of improve upon going forward. But yeah, those are my three takeaways for the Module 3. The first one was Higher Education Chapter 6, where it mentions how university a bachelor degree does not guarantee the job right away, and a lot of students who are new graduates of their undergrad are really either underemployed or it takes a long time to find employment. My second one was Chapter 9 of the Unbound book as well, where it states that public schools teach students how to take a test or pass a test, but they don't necessarily learn anything from that. It kind of reminds me of the GRE as well, how you pass a test, but you not remember everything that you learned. And lastly, my one's about how Duke is half the students who are undergrads study abroad. I think it was a great number, and I wish I would have studied abroad myself. Thank you.